Okay. So I guess we can just go through like the concave convex rules first. Like a good warm up before we go to Bill.
So this would just be like capital extension, watching a plane take off, right? Just like looking up.
Raising your head up.
Yeah.
I'm going to look up how the occiput looks again. Wait, the occiput should be the convex one.
Yes. Maybe I can.
Yeah. I think that means just like the bottom of the skull. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the occiput is the bottom of the skull right before the foramen magnum, like where that protrudes out.
Mm-hmm. Like those condyles.
Yeah, and then C1 would be the concave one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, basically just this picture. Yeah. So then the occiput is convex. And then that's concave. And then the occiput's moving. Well, okay, to go in order, I guess. So the two articulating joints are the occiput.
You're on the tricep one.
Oh. Thanks, Cade. Occiput and C1. Yeah. And then the moving is that capital extension? Do you say that?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, capital.
Capital extension and then flexion extension are in the
sagittal plane.
sagittal.
Yeah.
Sagittal. So then since the distal is fixed, right?
Oh, this is kind of weird.
It'd be open.
So
right?
I think it's an open chain.
Yeah, I feel like the head would be distal in this one.
Okay.
What is the difference between open and closed again?
Open's like the distal segments like free to move, and then close would be like fixed. So if you're doing like a squat, like your feet would be like fixed on the ground.
Okay. And yeah, it'd be
if you're like a leg extension, then it'd be open.
Yeah.
So this is an open chain?
Yeah. The head would be is technically the most proximal. I feel like since it's moving through space, it would be open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, right. She said if like your hand is pressed against the wall, that'd be close chain, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then
distal. Wait a second.
So then that means our distal end is moving on our proximal end.
Moving proximal.
So C1 on the occiput. Right.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm confused. Isn't the occiput the one that's moving? Can you do that? Like when you look up.
I'll pull up my notes again real quick, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, so then maybe it would be the occiput on C1 because I guess proximal is considering whatever is more towards the center of your trunk.
Yeah, exactly. So in this case, like the occiput would be the distal one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Distal and then proximal.
Yeah, it's a little weird because you would think like the head's the most proximal thing, but just like
when you're looking at it from the center, though, it's further away.
Mm-hmm. We're kind of treating the head as like an appendage.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Okay, so then concave. So then the one moving is the occiput. So it's the convex rule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your occiput is concave, For some reason, I think concave.
I think C1 is concave.
C1's concave because it's like this, and the occiput, the back of your head's like the round one.
And I think you use the rule that whichever like segment's moving.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have a little skeleton here. I'm gonna play with and look at.
Convex as it moves opposite.
Mm-hmm.
One
The-
hand moves the same direction.
Convex rule.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess I was thinking that it was the occiput was concave due to that, due to the foramen magnum having that, I guess, hollow point for the spinal cord to come out.
Mhm.
I see your line of thinking right there.
And then C1 having, I'm thinking, I guess the protrusion being that maybe the spinous process or whatever the back of it is, transverse process, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because C2 is what goes on the C1, was what rotates around C1.
Yeah.
And in order for it to rotate around it, there has to be like a protrusion holding up C2. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I was just I was thinking of it more like this. I just sent what's it called, a link to the
Okay, cool.
that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, there's like another picture of the C1. You can kind of see how it's like concaved.
Oh, okay. No, I got you now. So I was thinking it backwards. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so direction, roll, and glide.
It'd be opposite because it's convex.
Opposite, it's convex, right?
So the roll is, I guess, if you're going to extension, so then the roll's like in this picture, the roll would be like this way, and then the glide, I guess, is that way.
Yeah.
Since the opposite.
Mm-hmm. Since we're looking.
How would I write that down? Like roll up.
Yeah, that's kind of confusing.
Yeah, it's not. It's like, yeah, basically because it's like rotation. So the
Mhm.
roll would be up and the glide would be down, or
It's hard to visualize the
like
hand.
this.
Mhm. I can add like a picture in here later, like a drawing, just so it better explains what we're trying to say.
Right. We can always come back to it if we can make
Yeah.
it more sense later.
I think as long as our directions are in the opposite direction, I think they could get they kind of got it.
Mhm.
In the PowerPoint, it says the convex surface moves in the direction opposite to the direction of the shaft or the bony lever.
Mhm.
So it's just like the surface of the convex would move opposite
Mm-hmm.
to the head.
See, that's what I'm confused on is like what articulating structure is rolling and which one is gliding.
So,
But I think she said, I mean, it depends on which one you're looking at.
Yeah, like the
Like
joint.
the example was like, are you looking at the tibial on the femur or the femur on the tibia? You can look at it from either way, so kind of gets confusing.
because
Right.
the thing is, the only thing moving, rolling, and gliding is just going to be the occiput.
Right.
The C1 is going to stay is going to stay still.
Stable.
It's kind of hard to what's it called.
It's hard to visualize, yeah.
Oh, I think I got something. So like, here, it's like two. Okay, this is kind of weird. So this is like the C1. This is going to be the occiput. So the roll means it's going to be just like, oh wait, no, the glide is just it going like this, and then the rolling is going to be the turning of it. So it's going to roll up and glide. Oh wait, so it's gonna roll up. So it's gonna roll up like this and glide down. That makes any sense. So this C1 is staying this still the whole time.
It's not moving, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It's good.
Wait, so what's the bony shaft here then? Like,
It's a little weird because like it's not like a long bone, it's just a skull.
Yeah, this one's a little different.
Yeah.
So think of your head just like this.
Okay. So then it's just like following your skull. And then convex is opposite to the bony shaft, which is your skull.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So then would the roll and glide so then the roll would have to be the same as the bony shaft, which is the opposite. Like since it's the convex roll. I don't know, I think I'm just kind of confused with like so convex is opposite to the bony shaft. And let's say in this scenario, your bony shaft is going back up. So then technically, okay, wait, never mind.
Yeah, it's just a little weird because it's a skull instead of like a long bone.
I don't
I
like.
guess I kind of visualize it as the glide or the slide in this instance or whatever is happening in the opposite direction than what your head is moving. So if you're moving into extension, your glide is going to move in the opposite direction of that, which is anterior.
Mhm.
So just think of the roll as the actual like rotation part. Like my head is going up, so that means the actual occipit's also gliding down.
Okay, I see that.
Mhm.
Maybe it'll make more sense once we do the actual
Yeah,
long.
it's just because it's like a weird joint, the occiput and the C1.
No, I think they definitely did it on purpose to make our heads work. Literally.
Literally.
Anyways, that was lame. It's too early for this. That wasn't on purpose.
PT jokes. Hilarious.
We made it. We're all turning to Furtado.
Okay, so
Okay, so triceps.
It's gonna be closed
So,
chain.
Yeah.
yeah, be close because your hands have to be pushing on something. So
Yeah.
definitely close chain.
um,
Humorous and yeah. Is it ulna and radius or just ulna?
You
It's
can
just
just-
ulna.
Yeah, just
Your radius hangs off of the ulna,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. Okay.
so it's flexion.
Flexion extension. So sagittal again.
Then close tension. So the humerus is convex.
Humerus is gonna be. Yeah, you're right.
And then the ulna is concave.
Man, see, I keep mixing those.
Yeah.
I think the distal humerus is concave because of that condyle that's under there. In the ulna. We might need another picture.
I think the ulna's
Or not.
more concave.
Just look up a picture, Sam, of the elbow.
Yeah, because I know what you're thinking. It's like because like the humerus has the two condyles and the thing in the middle, but the thing is the condyle is the one articulating. Like one condyle is articulating with the ulna.
Yeah, on the side.
I thought this one was concave because like the distal ulna is the one that's moving, and then that one has the concave like olecranon.
But if we said it was a closed kinetic chain, then the ulna would be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Proximal on distal.
Yeah, because if you're doing the dip, your bottom of your arm is staying straight. It's your humerus is what's
That's the one
moving,
that's okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because your hands have to stay in a fixed position. So therefore, bottom of your arm does as well. It's the rest of your arm that's doing the flexing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So it would be the convex.
So it's the humerus moving on the ulna,
Mhm.
which would be the convex, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
opposite again.
Yeah, it would be the same thing.
So then, how?
Yeah, it would be roll up and glide down if you're doing the concentric part. The eccentric part would be the opposite of that.
Roll up, glide down.
Yeah, so I mean, is she wanting us to look at when you're extending or when you're flexing?
I think it's the dip part, like where you're
Dipping
flexing.
down, where you're flexing. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think like when you're dipping down, so then
It would be roll down, glide up.
rolls down, then right? Because when you're dipping down, then like you go like this. You're dipping down, then this part, dipping down, then you're going down this way. So then that means your shaft is moving that way.
Wait,
Oh wait, no, the shaft is moving the opposite.
Yes.
But it's a convex roll. So then that way. So yeah, the roll would be the same as the shaft, which is up,
Oh, yeah.
slides down.
Mhm.
This is confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you go one way and then you change the rule and then you go the opposite way again. Just keep flip-flopping back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, are we good with that one?
Mhm.
For
I'm
now.
gonna, I'm gonna look up what the tower twirl joint looks like again.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Great. So plantar
tibia,
flexion. It's the motion.
yeah, it's the tibia and oh gosh. And talus
Yeah.
and then
Plantar flexion, right?
yeah. Plantar flexion, which is just sagittal again.
Sagittal.
Yeah. And then you have to be on the ground, so closed chain. Or your foot has to be on something.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, what is it? Tailacrual joint look like again?
Yeah, it's I'm literally looking at it right now. It's giving me a headache. So the tibia is gonna be the convex part. And then the talus is gonna be the concave part. So that's
So again, the tibia is going to be the stable part. The
I think
talus
it's the opposite, Kobe.
It's yeah.
Yeah, we went through this in the office hour because I thought it was the same thing, but let me find the picture. That was like really helpful.
Oh no, you're right. I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the opposite. So it would be concave roll.
Yeah, because the tibia is the one that's moving.
Yeah, I was looking at the fibula. My bad.
Wait, the tibia is moving?
Yeah, the tibia is moving.
Yeah, because if it's a closed kinetic chain, then the proximal part is free, or the moving one.
Yeah, so tibia is concave actually. So it would be concave roll.
Mm. This one. Okay.
And do we look at the tricep one backwards?
No.
Since we said it's closed, that means the. No, okay.
Yeah, because the humerus is the one that's moving, and
Moving. Right.
so then
Yeah.
with the concave, the roll and glide. Well, the roll is the same as the shaft.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wait,
so they
back up.
both roll and glide upwards.
Yeah, because so concave, same as the shaft. Movement is same as the shaft. So,
Yeah, I found a picture of what's called the talocrural joint as well.
Quizlet. Nice.
That
So
was
I feel
super-
like that. Oh, go ahead.
I think we're right on that one.
I was thinking as far as like verbiage goes, she's gonna want us to describe it as like anterior or posterior. So
Oh, the roll.
Instead of up.
yeah.
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 Oh, I see what you. Oh, 'cause I remember now. In the office hour, she was like, "Yeah, your tibia is moving forward
Anteriorly.
when you go on your toes,
Hmm.
right? Or was it the other way? The tibia is
Yeah.
No,
moving
you're right.
backward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
forward.
we're up.
Okay,
So then that would be an anterior roll and glide.
Mhm.
Okay.
so then if we have to go back to these,
Oh, it makes sense because like anterior pelvic tilt, it's like your butt goes up, and then posterior pelvic tilt, your butt goes like down, up and down, front and back.
Think of it like that.
so then if we go back to the triceps one, then the roll will be up. So that's posterior.
Yeah. So anything down is posterior, anything up is anterior.
Yeah, but for the tricep dip,
Yeah, if we're going down.
bending when you go down, is that not like the bone is moving posteriorly?
So I feel like for the tricep one, it's rolling anteriorly because the shaft of your humerus is coming forward. So which would cause at the joint to glide posteriorly.
This is hurting my brain.
Wait, which part of the dip are you doing? The one where it's like going downwards,
They're
right?
going down.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. So coming from
20
extension
where we're-
into flexion.
Oh yeah. So it would be
right there is what she's wanting. The downward part.
gotcha. I feel like the roll would be posterior and the glide would be anterior.
Well, first, okay, wait, we have to go back because convex rules so it would be opposite.
Mhm. So it's 50-50 at this point.
Okay, wait. Flexing. And that means what is so confusing. I like thought I had it and then I
Yeah,
didn't.
I think we got the visuals. It's just like actually what like the right
it's the wording, putting the visuals to the wording.
yeah. Like
'Cause I
we know
can draw it, but I don't know like if that's anterior.
Hmm.
it's that was weird. That was a headache. Like I think we all kind of know how it looks like though.
Yeah.
Mm.
So is the roll anterior or posterior?
Let's just go with anterior. Like I said, 50-50.
Maybe we can come back to it. Like
Yeah.
I think it's hard to go backwards now that we're already here.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so let's go to the high five then.
Meaning like
With this?
that motion.
I guess
Yeah,
like
it's
maybe
just
it's the lifting hand for a high five, so it's the extension. of it.
Extension. That's what I'm thinking she's meaning.
Yeah, she's talking about the carpals.
So then it's like your carpals with your radius.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot what all the carpals.
So now I think the carpals, first row of carpals are now relying on the radius and ulna.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I think it's the scaphoid and the lumate that they articulate with.
Oh yeah, there's like a million wrist bones.
Oh gosh.
Forgot.
That's a good point.
I remember it could be 4.
Yeah, they're all on a different bone, actually.
We have
Right.
10 minutes left. I don't know.
On the
You don't have
Zoom.
the timer on your screen? Yeah.
Yeah, we have 10. We can either like come back and then just not record that part because we already have like our 40 minutes, or like we can record both parts and I can edit the video.
Yeah, I got a picture for y'all. Yeah, so in this case, these the carpals are convex and the radius is concave, and the wrist is concave. The radius and ulna.
And since it's open chain.
Yeah, open chain.
It's just these two that articulate. Like when she says first row, like she said the first row carpal bone. So it's just the what is that, scaphoid and lunate with
Oh yeah, what Kyle was saying, yeah. Because
Yeah.
they don't touch at the ulna right there.
Mm,
Yeah, it's just them on the radius,
Okay.
distal radius.
Well, that triquetrum, you don't think that's articulating with the ulna at all?
no. Well, just
Oh, I
'cause-
see now.
Yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't look like it touches necessarily. So if you feel in your wrist, there's like a little gap right there. If you feel it,
Yeah.
kind of.
yeah, like this
Well, I
one.
guess it still applies too, because I mean they're both concave, so
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely an open chain because you just
Mhm.
get
Wrist
free
extension is
space.
sagittal.
Inside you.
Open.
Convex rule. Yeah, so this one would be the wrist is going to go posterior, and then the roll's gonna be posterior, the glide's gonna be anterior.
Sounds right.
Wait, you said the roll is posterior.
Mm-hmm.
Why would be anterior? Opposite.
This is going back. So this is
I feel like open chain's easier to conceptualize.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that one made a lot more sense.
Then power kick would be the femur and acetabulum.
The end phase of the power kick.
So I think it's your legs already up. It's your knee going into full extension. I think is what you mean by that.
I need a visual of a power kick.
Just said
That was a picture of it in the slides. I think
Oh, there was.
yeah.
It's just
Oh,
like a,
so
I think it's just the end when your legs all the way up.
yeah, I think it's
So-
like the hip
But it's
flexion.
not the wind up.
It's the demonstration, Kobe.
Yeah.
oh yes.
But this is literally me in every exam. This for this
Yeah.
part, I'm just gonna be picking on myself.
So I think she's just wanting to be knee extension all the way.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I think, but it says at the hip joint, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
She's focusing on the flexion of the hip during that
Yeah,
movement.
okay, the flexion.
she specifies the end phase because she's probably thinking like, oh, if it's the wind
You go backwards. Kind of.
Mm,
Yeah. So
Okay.
definitely in the flexion.
yeah, hip flexion. So it's gonna be the femur and acetabulum for the two.
And-
The flexion and sagittal.
Spin sagittal. And
Open.
It'd be open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There's no surface.
Would be convex.
Yeah.
The femur is the moving one, and that's convex.
Yes.
So it's gonna roll forward and glide.
so like if you are like kicking a ball, would it be like close chain in that moment when it's kicking the ball and then open?
I know what you mean. So it's think about like majority of the movement, it's not going to be touching anything.
Okay, it's always open and in that little moment.
Yeah, so the surface that it is touching is not fixed either, because that's a moving
Right,
ball on a
moves.
moving foot.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, because I thought that confused me too the very first time in the lecture when they were talking about the what's it called? The lunges. So I was like, oh, but your feet are touching the ground for the beginning and the end, but for the most part, it's
Oh, yeah.
the open and this move and the what's it called? The actual surface definitely changes too.
Mhm.
Am I doing that? Is it anterior, posterior?
Yeah, roll anterior, glide posterior.
Yeah, I feel like I struggle with the roll and glide part because I know that the roll follows the bony shaft, and then if it's convex, the glide is opposite, and if it's concave, the glide is the same. But it's just like, how do you?
That's the most confusing part for me, for sure.
Well, okay, so hip flexion, and then the convex and concave. So with hip flexion, I get, yeah, the bony shaft is going anterior, right?
I guess an easy way to know it, it's flexion is forward, and then what's it called? Extension is back. So whatever the movement is, it will go. The roll will be the same direction as the action.
The glide is opposite of that.
Okay.
Convex, yeah. Concave is supposed to. Sam, you need to change the wording in the first one. It still says up and down.
We still have these two.
Oh yeah, those two.
So we can kind of relate the power kick to the tricep dip in terms of, like we were just saying, those are both flexion movements. So it would be the same thing where, how do we put it? The roll was going anteriorly and the glide will go posterior.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it makes sense actually.
Yeah. Okay, so then since they're all flexion and extension, then that means this is extension. So then the roll is posterior then?
Posterior glide is anterior.
Yeah.
If we
Okay,
use that same logic. Yeah.
Flexion forward.
I hope that logic's right, because that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does. Actually
I
makes
know,
sense.
don't confuse us now.
Yeah,
Let's just
either we're all right or we're all wrong.
Yeah, I think it does make sense because if you think about like with hip flexion and extension, it's basically the same thing as your head right there.
Yeah.
Okay, that does make a lot of sense. So we only got 2 minutes left. Are you gonna just send us another Zoom link? Or?
I think you can join the same one, right? Does it work like that?
I don't know. Can you?
I might just end the recording now.
Yeah.
So we feel pretty good about the first 5 now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Good old Bill. I guess you want to talk through like what we wrote down about the case first.
Yeah. You basically just write elbow flexion, it's stuck.
Stuck in flexion.
Yeah.
And I also put it's active and passive, lacking range of motion. I also put it's his first visit too. That matters.
Yeah, for number 1, I would put if there was any injury or like prior medical history to it.
The extra info. That's what you want to know. If like before, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, because
I put surgery.
Yeah,
because that can be like a contraindication depending on what happened. If it's like a fracture, then we can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's what I want to figure out, like what the infill was at when they were testing the passive to see if it was like hard or something.
Yeah, infill is a good one.
and also how long it's been like that. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's been like years. Like it's just a contracture at that point. It's not quite not going to go very far. Sam, can you screen share the doc again?
Oh yeah.
Same. I'd say that's probably the most important things right there.
Mm-hmm.
Choose one soft tissue.
Yeah, this could be a lot of different things for number 2. It just depends on what we want to work on.
Let's see. We can do. I don't know.
We could do like the bicep.
Biceps tendon, maybe.
The bicep tendon. Yeah, since they have trouble extending, we could just focus on like the one of the flexion soft tissues. So give you the bicep tendon.
Like biceps tendon.
Yeah. How would you focus increasing extensibility? So for tendons, she said you have to do progressive and slow tensile loading program.
Mm-hmm.
So I put that I would like focus on the joint capsule, maybe cranking in some type of modes to help incorporate that flexion and extension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could even like add heat if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Just loosen it up beforehand. These are all fine.
Choose an exercise. For what would you?
I'm gonna check to see if there's any edema.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Because then that could tell us if we like what kind of range of motion we can do, like isometrics or passive or active. So then for the biceps tendon, what exercise would you do?
This what's called extension.
Just
Like with a dumbbell, I think, or is that too much?
No.
It could be like a really light dumbbell, and we could tell them to just hold it in that position, and then just yeah.
Progressive too, so I guess you could add very minute weight as needed.
Mhm.
For maybe.
We could either keep the weight the same and what's called make it go further, or just increase the weight in the same position. I think that was in the lecture or something.
You can do tendon retraining too. So where you hold that tendon under a certain load for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Tendon
Retraining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was just thinking like if they're stuck in flexion, then you would want to stretch the biceps then to help them get the extension.
Mhm.
So I don't know if like the weight, you know what I mean? Like you kind of have to strengthen the triceps too for them to
This-
straighten their arm out.
Yeah,
but
so you would lengthen one side and then you would strengthen the opposite side.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm,
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So the
So then,
yeah. So the oh wait a second. Yeah, because the thing is, it's like it can extend right now, right? So or it's like stuck in flexion.
Mhm.
yeah,
So I mean, even the slightest bit of movement is going to be good.
It doesn't even have to be like weight. We could just like apply force like manually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so we could do like progressive static stretching is what we can do.
Where you just hold it down for a period of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, hold, then
Wrap-
keep it there, and then go a little further, keep it there.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Mhm. And then once we have full, what's it called? We have the full active range of motion, then you could start straining the triceps,
mhm.
whether it's like tricep pull downs or push downs.
I'm curious on even like stretching forearm muscles, like your brachioradialis will help too. Because the brachioradialis is also connected to like correlates with your bicep brachii,
Yeah.
Mhm.
if I'm remembering correctly. So I wonder if like lengthening that will also help lengthen the bicep.
It would.
So
It wouldn't like length. Yeah. Because it wouldn't exactly lengthen the bicep, but it could be one of the muscles that's like contributing to keeping it
right, strengthen the other
Yeah.
muscles around it
Yeah.
would be good. Because the bicep tendon's definitely the biggest one right there.
Yeah, it really just depends on which one we choose to look at.
I think those are all good though.
Yeah. We could go on to the next one as well. We have a lot of good examples.
Yeah.
Is the same thing.
Back to concave convex. Our
Okay.
favorite.
So it's going to be extension. So it's going to be the humerus and the ulna, correct?
Mhm. It's the same as the dips.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're on an extension, not flexion. So you gotta think of the opposite.
And it'll be open chain.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's going to be the concave rule because the ulna is the one that's moving.
So then at
They're
the
going to,
Made
roll
this.
posterior, right?
yeah, posterior because we're thinking
Posterior.
extension.
Because it's extension.
You know, I got it.
Yeah,
Extension.
that makes sense. I hope that's right because it
I
makes
really do. Yeah, that was way easy now that we understand it, hopefully.
yeah, just think about with the plane of motion, and then if it's going flexion, it's forward, posterior, back.
Mhm.
It's good.
Nice.
Yay, good job.
Learned a lot actually.
Yeah.
It's actually helpful.
Wait, this.
So
Sorry, I was just gonna ask about like, she confused me so much with that plantar flexion thing of like which way the tibia is going. because it makes sense with Kobe's example, like, okay, heel raise, plantar flexion, you're going on your toes, so you're going forward. So that means your tibia should be going forward.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
But like, I don't
Yeah.
know, the ossipower like really confused me.
But like, how would it go backwards? You know what I mean? Like it has to go forward. Right?
Yeah, the only way that your tibia would go backwards if you're
Because if it
doing
goes backwards,
if you're going on your heels, if you're doing toe raises.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I just really hope on exams they actually show us pictures of the joint just in case. Because if
Oh
not,
yeah, when she's like,
Yeah,
you gotta know your anatomy, I was like, oh no.
how well, girl? This is anatomy, but we'll touch up on that.
Mhm.
Cool. So do we feel good?
Yeah, I feel
Mhm.
very
I'd
good.
say so. I think so. It's
Yeah.
definitely an eye opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to go through the examples. I'll
I
probably
feel
just add some pictures in here and like just to help better explain it so
Yeah.
that we don't get any points off. But
I am.
That sounds good.
Yeah, if you want.
Are you gonna submit it today, probably, or when?
oh yeah, I'll submit it today once all the sorry, I'm trying to figure out once all the videos are done converting.
Mhm.
Uh,